7th of 2023. So this is what they call a first tier canvas. Next Tuesday, oh, you gotta have a meeting next Tuesday anyways.
Okay.
So you will do what they call a second tier canvas, and you will do the city of Bevington, and you will do Earlham School Board. And the reason that is because we are the control county for both of those, but their jurisdictions fall into different counties. So Dallas County has to certify their Earlham School Board results today in their canvas, then they send to us, then we combine ours and theirs and recertify to you at the second tier canvas.
Is this something we have to approve, or is it, can it be just a work session?
No, well,
no.
we're gonna do those comp board appointments anyway.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
we'll have
Yeah.
a regular meeting, but it'll just,
Yes,
Okay.
so you'll sign new ones, but it'll be a lot less. They'll just be the two, City of Bevington Mayor, City Council, and then the Earlham School Board. So, so this is the first tier canvas. This is only Madison County results. So as we're reading results, some of them we will declare a winner, some of them won't. Reason being is they fall in multiple different counties, and so we don't know who the winner is. All we're telling you is Madison County results. If their jurisdiction falls completely in Madison County, we'll read you a winner, but otherwise, we won't have winners for a lot of the
Okay, so
races.
if it's split in another county, you won't.
Yep, so, the first thing I need you guys to do is we have to draw lots for the city of Patterson City Council. We had a three-way tie there were 3 seats. There was 1 person on the ballot, and then there was 3 others that had tied for 10 votes, for write-ins. So 2 of those write-ins will win to give the 3 seats. So Angela Robbins got the first seat, and then we need you to draw lots between Jeff Bentz, Stephanie Walker, and Beverly Jakes, to determine who gets the other 2 seats. So Jeff Bentz, Stephanie Walker, I'm gonna have you guys draw, but I'm just showing you the names, and then Beverly Jakes, so. Heather, you wanna draw one? So the C, yep.
okay. Stephanie Walker.
Okay, so Stephanie Walker.
congratulations, Stephanie.
Woohoo! We'll be thrilled, I'm sure of it.
And Jeff Bentz.
Alrighty, perfect. So Danny's gonna start reading results. I'm gonna put that in the voter system so I can reprint that page. I will have you guys start signing sets of abstracts. When you get to the one page that says draw lots, you can skip it because I'm gonna sub that out with a new page from this draw. So you can start signing what she is reading.
All right, so City of Bevington for Mayor, Maxine Busmus received 7 votes, scattering was 1, total votes 8. City of Bevington City Council at Large, Jeff Busmus received 2 votes. Richard, I apologize if I mispronounced his last name,
Either.
received 6 votes. Jeff Busmus received 6 votes. Sharon Croy received 7 votes. Jasmine Eslick received 6 votes. Scattering, 7 votes. Kyler Larson received 3 votes for a total of 37 votes.
You want us to sign all these, Shelley?
Yep,
Except for draw lots?
except for draw lots.
City of Earlham Mayor, Jeffrey M. Lilly received 251 votes, scattering 10 votes, a total of 261 votes. And we therefore declare Jeffrey M. Lilly to be duly nominated for the city, or for the office of City of Earlham Mayor. City of Earlham City Council at Large, Brock Fredrickson received 232 votes. Joel Visser received 210 votes. Scattering received 14 votes for a total of 456 votes. Therefore, we declare Brock Fredrickson to be duly nominated for the office of City of Earlham City Council at Large. Joel Visser to be duly nominated for the office of City of Earlham City Council at Large.
What's that?
I drew on the draw lots.
Yeah, because I've been working.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay. I'll just throw it away. It's fine.
All right, here, I'll put a,
Just draw a line through it.
sorry.
It's okay.
All right, City of East Peru Mayor, Christine Jordan received 8 votes. Scattery received 3 votes. Rick Kimmel received 13 votes, for a total of 24 votes. Therefore, we declare Rick Kimmel to be duly nominated for the office of City of East Peru Mayor. City of East Peru City Council at Large, David Vasey received 14 votes. Scattery received 19 votes. Todd Porter received 6 votes. Sherry Porter received 9 votes. Josh Rogers received 9 votes. Danielle Reinert received 8 votes, for a total of 65 votes. We therefore declare David Vasey to be duly nominated for the office of City of East Peru City Council at Large. Todd Porter to be duly nominated for the office of City of East Peru City Council at Large. Sherry Porter to be duly nominated for the office of City of East Peru City Council at Large. Josh Rogers to be duly nominated for the office of City of East Peru City Council at Large, and Danielle Reiner to be duly nominated for the office of City of East Peru City Council at Large. City of Maxburg Mayor, Kevin Jackson received 20 votes. Scattery was 3 votes. Total votes, 23 votes. We therefore declare Kevin Jackson to be duly nominated for the office of City of Maxburg Mayor. City of Maxburg City Council at Large, Matt Owens received 23 votes. Jamie Davis received 18 votes. Scattery received 2 votes, for a total of 43 votes. We therefore declare Matt Owens to be duly nominated for the office of City of Maxburg City Council at Large. Jimmy Davis to be duly nominated for the office of City of Maxburg City Council at Large. City of Patterson Mayor, Raleigh Robbins received 14 votes. Scattery received 0 votes. Linda Oglesby, received 10 votes, for a total of 24 votes. We therefore declare Raleigh Robbins to be duly nominated for the office of City of Patterson Mayor. City of Patterson City Council at Large, Angela Robbins.
Here, read this one, because it has the nurse there. Oh, gotcha. We'll do that over again. City of Patterson City Council at Large, Angela Robbins received 14 votes. Scattering received 21 votes. Jeff Benz received 10 votes. Stephanie Walker received 10 votes. So a total of 55 votes. We therefore declare Angela Robbins to be duly nominated for the office of City of Patterson City Council at Large. Jeff Benz to be duly nominated for the office of City of Patterson City Council at Large. And Stephanie Walker to be duly nominated for the office of City of Patterson City Council at Large. City of Patterson City Council at Large to fill vacancy. John Walker received 20 votes. Linda Oglesby received 1 vote. Scattering received 3 votes, for a total of 24 votes. We therefore declare John Walker to be duly nominated for the office of City of Patterson City Council at Large to fill a vacancy. City of St. Charles Mayor, Dennis E. Smith received 131 votes. Scattering received 6 votes, for a total of 137 votes. We therefore declare Dennis E. Smith to be duly nominated for the office of City of Winterset Mayor. City of St. Charles City Council at Large, Daniel Kozak received 119 votes. Megan Allison received 124 votes. Travis Brockett received 120 votes, with a scattering of 3 votes, for a total of 366 votes. We therefore declare Daniel Kozak to be duly nominated for the office of City of St. Charles City Council at Large. Megan Allison to be duly nominated for the office of City of St. Charles City Council at Large. And Travis Brockett to be duly nominated for the office of City of St. Charles City Council at Large.
Okay, perfect. Yeah.
City of Truro Mayor, Brian Arzani received 125 votes. Scattering received 5 votes, for a total of 130 votes. We therefore declare Brian Arzani to be duly nominated for the office of City of Truro Mayor. City of Truro City Council at Large, Ansel Kennedy received 94 votes. Julie McMichael received 104 votes. Jason Phillips received 111 votes. Scattering received 5 votes, for a total of 314 votes. We therefore declare Ansel Kennedy to be duly nominated for the office of City of Truro City Council at Large, Julie McMichael to be duly nominated for the office of City of Truro City Council at Large, and Jason Phillips to be duly nominated for the office of City of Truro City Council at Large. City of
You can come back, you can keep going.
City of Winterset Mayor Thomas J. Lenners received 790 votes. Scattering was 32 votes. Total 822 votes. We therefore declare Thomas J. Lenners to be duly nominated for the office of City of Winterset Mayor.
Good job, Tom.
Yes.
Now it's official.
Now it's official.
City of Winterset City Council at Large, Michael Eller received 379 votes. Sherry Young received 160 votes. Christopher D. Fairholm received 405 votes. James N. Michaels Sr. received 65 votes. Stan Mason received 306 votes. Scott S. Stover received 287 votes. Roger J. Benz received 74 votes. Scattering was 8 votes, for a total of 1,684 votes. We therefore declare Michael Eller to be duly nominated for the office of City of Winterset City Council at Large. Christopher D. Fairholm to be duly nominated for the office of City of Winterset City Council at Large. City of Winterset City Council North Ward, Mary Ann Orr received 373 votes. Scattering was 7 votes, for a total of 380. We therefore declare Mary Ann Orr to be duly nominated for this office of City of Winterset City Council North Ward. City of Winterset City Council South Ward to fill a vacancy. Mike Fletcher received 339 votes. Scattering was 12 votes, for a total of 351 votes. We therefore declare Mike Fletcher to be duly nominated for the office of City of Winterset City Council South Ward to fill a vacancy.
Need a
Need some water?
break? Need a break?
Tap out.
1 second.
No, I missed
No,
it.
you're good.
Towards the end, I started sticking.
Tap into the Zoom printer, whatever you really can.
We
Okay.
haven't even started school board yet.
No, nope. Adele Soto Member and School Director at Large. Heath Hockenberry received 13 votes. Tim Canny, 13 votes. Nicole West, 12 votes. There was a scattering of 0 votes for a total of 38 votes. Adele DeSoto Member and Public Measure FP. Yes received 9 votes. No received 9 votes for a total of 18 votes. Earlham School Director at Large. Julie Muchler McNeil received 213 votes. Charlie Lenz received 257 votes. Jessica T. received 228 votes. Aaron Christensen, 279 votes. There was a scattering of 15 votes for a total of 992 votes. East Union School Director 5 to fill vacancy. This was our audit. Jamie Buffington, 0 votes. Total scattering of 0 votes, total of 0 votes. East Union Public Measure UH. Yes received 0 votes, no received 0 votes for a total of 0 votes. Interstate 35 School Director at Large. Roger Canoy received 303 votes. Jessica Buckland received 314 votes. There was a scattering of 2 votes for a total of 619 votes. Interstate 35 School Director District 1. Dan Hutton received 417 votes. Jeremy Mask, 200 votes. There was a scattering of 0 votes for a total of 617 votes. Interstate 35 School Director District 2, Nathan Gibson, 357 votes. Eddie Benami, 267 votes. Scattering of 2 votes for a total of 626 votes. Martinsdale St. Mary's School Director, District 3. Jeff Bolin received 6 votes. There was a scattering of 0 votes for a total of 6 votes. Martinsdale St. Mary's School Director, District 5. Nicole Bunch received 19 votes. Colleen Christie Haglin Lynch received 25 votes. There was a scattering of 0 votes for a total of 44 votes. Nottoway Valley School Director, District 2. Susan Stevens received 0 votes. Molly Herrick, 0 votes. Scattering, 0 votes. Total, 0 votes. Orient Maxburg School Director at Large, Jana Scott received 23 votes. Andrew Zellweger received 21 votes. Casey Osborne received 17 votes. There was a scattering of 4 votes for a total of 65 votes. Van Meter School Director at Large, Tony Bradley received 28 votes. Robin Sullivan, 46 votes. Luke W. Reimers, 35 votes. Jennifer Bruins, 32 votes. Meredith Scott, 31 votes. There was a scattering of 0 votes for a total of 172 votes. Van Meter School Public Measure US. Yes received 82 votes. No received 14 votes for a total of 96 votes. Winterset School Director at Large. Gina Robinson received 1,078 votes. Samantha Hollingsworth, 1,054 votes. Emily Rethmeyer, 957 votes. Jessica Hobbs, 495 votes. There was a scattering of 15 votes for a total of 3,599 votes. We therefore declare Gina Robinson, Samantha Hollingsworth, and Emily Rethmeyer to be duly nominated for the office of Winterset School Director at Large. Des Moines Area Community College Director, District 3, to fill vacancy. Jim Gossett received 306 votes. There was a scattering of 0 votes for a total of 306 votes. Total ballots voted for this election was 2,670. That is up over 300 from the last city school election. So the very first combined city school election we had was in 2019, where there was 1,801 votes or ballots. This last one was 2,309, and this one was 2,670. So voter turnout is growing with each city school election, which is awesome.
Do you think that's because they're having it in November now?
I think yes, because it's combined, yes. Where it used to be school was in September, city was in November, but now that they're combined, and I think a lot more people are putting their hat in the ring for local offices, which is good. You know, that there's races all over, so yeah, otherwise it was a successful day. We had a new, we didn't switch software, but we switched the style for Precinct Atlas. That's our voter check-in software that we use on election day. Overall, I'd say that went pretty smooth. It seemed to be kind of standard things across the state as far as things I've heard from other counties. But just getting those little kinks worked out on those. Ballot counting machines, all of that worked great. We did our post-election audit yesterday, for those of you that weren't in here before this, but that all tied out exactly with election night results, so those all read perfect, which is what we like to see. As of right now, we've not received any contests or recount requests, so that's good. But otherwise, it was a good election day. Next scheduled election is June 4th. So that will be the primary election, and then we roll into the presidential election. So I have 3 more pages. You just have to sign the top page on each of
Thank
these.
goodness.
And then I will get you, I'm having trouble getting connected to the zoning printer to sub that other page in, but total voter turnout, 21.81% of registered voters voted in this election.
That's pretty high.
That is high for us, yes, I agree.
Do you want me to let me put you in there?
If you want, or I can just email them to Ryan and they can print them. I tried to do it and it gave me an error, so. We had one question. Somebody contacted us on the ballot layout for the city of Patterson. and it was based on the paperwork that was submitted to us. So when a candidate fills out their paperwork, and submits it to us, they have to indicate whether they're running to fill a vacancy or not. Both candidates, John Walker and Linda Oglesby, submitted paperwork saying they were running to fill a vacancy, which causes them to run against each other. So we dealt with that a little bit after Election Day, kind of explained all that to them, explained that they're the ones that submitted the paperwork. It sounds like the city clerk filled out the paperwork and just handed it to them at a meeting, and they signed it and didn't pay attention. So a little bit of a learning lesson for them, make sure they're checking their paperwork, or maybe fill out your own paperwork would work too. But that was the only thing we really had that was in question as far as after Election Day. So we'll call it a success. That's good. Any questions? I know that's a lot.
Thanks for always doing such a good job.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I'd like to thank Chip, Tom, Steve. They delivered all of our election equipment on the day before the election. They went and picked it all back up the day after the election. So as always, I appreciate their work, and all of our poll workers, chairs, any other poll workers. They did a great job. Like I said, the layout of the program we used looked a little different to than this year, but I think they adapted really well to that. So that was good.
Are you getting enough volunteers now?
We are. We'll see. With these elections, with the city school election, we didn't have to be party balanced, so that always, helps a little bit. But when you start dealing with primary and general elections, that's when we start running into issues. So we'll see as we start setting up poll workers for the primary election, kind of where we are. Because we have some precincts that are really heavy Republicans, some precincts that are really heavy Democrats, so it's trying to get that balanced.
And the poll worker has to live in the precinct that they're...
So not technically, we like our chairs too, they just have to live in the county. So we would just need them to live in the county, but it's not uncommon for us to move people around, especially to be able to be party balanced. So if you guys know of anybody, or, you're getting ready to retire and looking for something to do.
You like working a 14-hour day for a...
It's $128, Phil. You do get paid to
Oh,
be a poll worker,
yeah,
right?
exactly. And
Give Jeff a
saltines,
form.
saltines and tap water, is that your treat?
Yes,
How old do they have to be?
just 18. Yep, they have to be 18.
You should ask high school
We
students.
can get high school workers, you can only use one per polling location. They do have to be, it has to be okayed by their superintendent and all that stuff, so I might have some pull in Earlham, maybe to get us one. But Earlham's not my problem, they're really not. Truro's the problem, Maxburg is a problem, we don't get, and Maxburg's very heavy Republican, and so we're trying to get somebody to go there and, but yeah, we'll see as we start going through, as we start kind of getting closer to that time frame.
Can elected officials work it if they're not on the ballot?
I have before.
Yep, Diane did, yeah, so,
Yeah, I think
yeah,
every
we would have
time
used
she-
her this time, but,
Yeah.
she fell
I
instead.
know, I would have.
Yeah, so if you guys know of anybody that wants to work, it's fun. We also do absentee voting in the courthouse. The ballot, they count ballots, they start reconciling and everything, the envelopes that we get to make sure that every ballot that was voted is accounted for. They'll start doing that the day before the election for the primary and general, and then they'll start actually counting ballots in the machine on election day. So we're always looking for people to do that. That as well has to be party balanced. So we our chair that we had for that retired a couple years ago, so we've really kind of had trouble finding someone to chair that. Jared McDonald did it for this one. He did a really nice job, but I like to keep him available because he knows our software just as good as we do. So he's a good troubleshoot. If I need to send him to a polling location, we can absolutely do that. So we started a couple elections ago where I start my morning at a little before 6 in Earlham and make sure they're up and running since I live there, and then I move on to Jefferson Lee. That way we know those two are good before polls open. Danny starts in Truro and hits St. Charles, and then Imlay's here in town. Jen started for us out at the Jackson building to make sure they were up and running. That way we know at 7 o'clock, okay, computers are up, they've got their zero reports on their ballot counting machines. They're ready to roll for the day, because sometimes they get stressed out and then they call us at 7 o'clock and tell us something's not right. And so that has really helped us be able to do, to make sure that people were starting the day on the right foot.
Did you have a question, Deb?
Yeah, I
Yeah,
do. Do we, to put our name in the hat, for whatever you need help with?
Yeah.
We go through you specifically?
Yes, so I can either I can mail you a form, there's just a election poll worker.
Is it
form.
online or can,
I think it is out on our website, yes, or the Secretary of State's office has a link for becoming a poll worker. It's an online form you
No,
fill
I
out,
forget
and then
him.
it's.
I'd rather
You
just
wanna
do
which
it.
come to me,
Yeah.
okay?
Just go to our office.
Yeah.
Just go to
Yeah.
our office.
okay.
You
I
just
should've brought
moved your
some over
lip,
here.
you just moved your lips,
So,
so I
like,
think
can I-
you're probably.
Yeah, you're in, where you wanna be.
So now I'm running the whole thing, right?
Okay, we got a new chair.
That's how it works. So you're chairman. All right, great.
You get an extra $20 if you chair.
You could be the token Democrat and expert.
Well, I was gonna ask how you disseminate.
Yes.
I mean, I could tell you I'm a Democrat. How do you verify that? You
Based
look
on-
at my vote, what I'm registered.
Yep, based on what you're registered,
So what if
yes.
I'm an independent?
So
Now
if you're
what
an
do you do?
independent, we can still use you. You just can't, I can't have more independents at a polling location than Democrats or
Or
Republicans.
Republicans.
So usually we do
But
like
it doesn't have to
one
be
no
a balance.
party.
You could have one independent and three.
I could
Democrats.
have, nope, I could have one independent and then I could have one Republican, one Democrat. Or I could have 2 Republicans, 2 Democrats, 1 independent. I just can't have 4 independents, a Republican
Got
and a
it.
Democrat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you
And I'm
can
not,
take
I'm
a
not
Democrat-
independent. I
Yeah.
was just asking to know.
Yeah, makes sense, yeah.
Can you take a Democrat from St. Charles and put in Exeter?
Yes.
Yes.
And we have to, a lot of times.
I know one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Easy to pick
no,
out,
and
huh?
the reason I ask is because if, you may not need help here,
Mhm.
but you might in Maxburg.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's Republican side. Who was the Democrat? Lean,
So,
what were the
we really,
precincts that?
we really need, Democrats everywhere, so, but, yeah, they,
Oh, okay.
but we could take, I mean, it would just, I'm trying to think if there's one that's Democrat heavy. I can't remember. I feel
Well,
like
it doesn't
there's
matter
one.
right
Yeah.
now. I was just
So,
wondering. So we could just throw our name and say, hey, Shelley,
Yeah.
you put me where you can use me.
That would be wonderful, yes.